If you are starting late financially or behind the ideal financial curve, the traditional money advice you hear everywhere, max your 401k, invest a little bit every month, wait for it to compound, was never designed for you. It was built for a 22-year-old with 40 years of compounding runway and enough time to recover from the mistakes and the market crashes. But you don't have that 40 years of compounding runway. And that's the part nobody wants to say out loud. I know this because I lived it. I came to America as an adult immigrant, and my first real job was at 35 years old, minimum wage because I didn't have that experience. That's about $30,000 a year. And 2 years into working, I had a terrifying realization that if I followed the normal financial advice everyone repeats online, I would be working until 75 years old just to retire, possibly broke. So I did something completely different. Instead of following the traditional path, I went the opposite direction. And 7 years later, I'm telling you, 7 years later, by the wisdom of the Holy Spirit, I built a 7-figure net worth. As a late starter, your strategy must be completely different because you've already lost a lot of compounding time. Your strategy should support your reality and your goals, not some generic advice. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 foundational moves that will help you pivot and begin to head towards the right direction. These foundations set me up to go from 30K a year income to 7-figure net worth in just 7 years. According to the National Institute on Retirement Security, the average American nearing retirement has less than $200,000 saved. That is barely enough to generate $700 a month in income. So I'm going to show you what I did to compress decades into years. Now, let me show you exactly how the system was designed. You were taught to earn, spend, and repeat. So you work for money, you give most of it away, taxes, bills, debt, and you kept what was left, which is usually nothing. Now, that system works perfectly, just not for you. It works for the economy, it works for the corporations, it works for lenders, but not for someone who started at 35 and doesn't have decades to slowly recover from mistakes. But the wealthy follow a different order: earn, structure, and spend what's left. That is the shift. Earn, structure, spend versus earn, spend, repeat. That's the difference between building wealth and funding everybody else's lifestyle except yours. When I understood that, I stopped asking myself the question, how do I make more money? And I started asking, where is my money going and who is it working for? The money that you currently have right now, where is it going and who is it working for? Those 2 questions should completely change everything for you. It should change how you spend. It should change how you invest. It should change what you keep or how much money you keep for yourself. If you are a late starter, you must move differently. I cannot say this enough. You don't have time for the slow road. You must compress decades into years. And that's possible, but only if you stop doing what the 20-year-olds are told to do. Number 1, stop saving and start positioning. Late starters cannot save their way to wealth. Saving your money at 1 to 2% while inflation runs higher means you're losing purchasing power while thinking you're being responsible. That is not a strategy. That's erosion. You're eroding your money away. You need your money positioned in assets that appreciate, assets that generate you income, and places that compound your money faster than inflation can eat it up. So if your bank account is paying you less than 3%, move it to an FDIC insured high yield savings account that is paying more than 3%. For me, I personally use Ally and American Express. There are others, so do your due diligence and choose the one that is best for you. At minimum, stop losing the value of your money to inflation. That's step 1. Move your money now. Number 2, leverage what you already have. Here is the advantage no one talks about. As a late starter, you have something that 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds don't. You have experience, credibility, a network, skills that people will pay you for. Most late starters are sitting on income they never activated because they were busy trading time for salary. Your knowledge is an asset. Your story is an asset. Your network is an asset. Your experience is an asset. 3 years ago, a lady in her 60s came to me. She was terrified of retirement because she started late. But she had what most young people don't: decades in bookkeeping and tax preparation. She was one of the best in her community and she worked for a big tax company, which gave her a lot of experience. So we structured her exit. She launched her own business from the knowledge she already had. She didn't need to go get student loans and pay for something and learn something new. What she already had. A year later, she made more than her salary from that business. And this year, she is well positioned to 10x her salary. I showed her where to park her money so it can grow tax-free, protected from market loss, and to create income she can use anytime. And guess what? In addition to that, she now has this business that she can sell and make more money when she's ready for retirement. This is how leverage compresses time. What took her 30 years to build slowly, she accelerated that in less than 4 years once she owned it. So take a paper and a pen right now and write down what you do at work, all the skills that you have, all the problems you've solved, all the experiences that you have. And then you ask yourself, how can I monetize this? Who needs these solutions? Who needs the things that I'm doing? Who needs the skills? Give it to them, package it, give it to them in exchange for money. Then take that money and put it into a tax advantage vehicle that has zero market loss. That's exactly what I did. Number 3, structure before you scale. This is very important because most people think that more money fixes everything, but it doesn't. If your structure right now is leaking, more money will just leak faster. I've seen people, doctors and professionals earning $200,000 a year, living paycheck to paycheck because their structure is leaking all the money out. Structure means, how is your money held? How is it protected? How does it move? How is it directed? What percent goes to needs, to wants, to investment, to emergency reserve? I fumbled the first 2 years really badly because my structure leaked all the money out. When I fixed my structure, the same income started building instead of all the money disappearing away. Please hear me when I tell you this. You think being late is your biggest liability, but I'm telling you, it is your biggest asset if you use it the right way. Here is why. You have something that no 25-year-old has: urgency, real urgency. The kind of urgency that I had when I realized that I could be working till 75 just to retire broke. The kind of urgency that makes you stop playing small, stop guessing, stop being shy, stop following advice designed for someone with a 40-year runway to figure it out. Urgency is a superpower when it's focused. I didn't build seven-figure network despite starting late. I built it because I started late and I dreaded retiring broke. I knew I couldn't waste any single move. I had to be very intentional. I couldn't afford to make unnecessary mistakes. And that pressure made me to study the game harder than anyone who had compounding time. I compressed decades of trial and error into years, fast forwarding results that most people spend their lifetime chasing. Late starters don't dabble. We don't dabble. We move with precision. We move with everything we have. And that energy combined with the right system is unstoppable. So on this channel, I'm not here to give you content. I'm here to give you the exact moves that I made to go from 30K a year to financial freedom. So here is what you're going to do today. No more just watching for entertainment. You're going to take actions. Number 1, move your savings account, your emergency fund, any bulk money you have sitting around, move it to a high yield savings account, at least 3.5%. Number 2, identify one skill that you get paid for right now and map how you can generate income independently. Number 3, create a money structure, money flow. Decide your percentages for your needs, for your want, for investment, for reserve, and automate it. Just let it flow. No more guessing and consuming content. Here we execute. Everything you learn, take it and put it into action. And years of the little action that you put together would compound and create a big impact for you. If you are starting late or financially behind, here is something we're doing next month, April 4th. I am hosting my very first free hands-on money workshop. In 60 minutes, you will know your starting number, which is your net worth, plug the money leaks that you currently have, and create your own personalized money flow system that turns your income into financial clarity and control. So you will walk out of that place with a personalized system that you can use immediately and a clear path to track progress over the next 3 months. The link to that workshop, it's completely free. It's in the description and it's pinned to the top of the comment. So if you're starting late and you want actionable steps to catch up, not just content for entertainment, go ahead and subscribe, because on this channel, I'll be showing you the mindset work I did, the systems, the leverage, the entire structure that I used to compress time. This is all I have for today, and I'll see you in the next video.